Surabaya. The provincial capital of East Java is the second largest city in Indonesia. This city has a huge number of diversities among the people, cultures, and ways of living. Surabaya has been acknowledged for its green public opens, successfully equalized the development between build-up area and green area that makes Surabaya a livable city for all.
I see Surabaya as a great city with amazing people.
Living place.
ITS has 3 campuses in Surabaya. ITS Sukolilo as main campus. ITS Manyar its campus vocational study of civil infrastructure engineering. ITS Jokro Aminoto as campus for Master of Management Technology. Occupying a large area of 180 hectares as its main campus. ITS has 20,000 students, 1,000 academic staff, 1,000 non-academic staff, 10 faculties, and 38 departments. ITS has various fields of study, faculties, and strategic study program which are the center of excellence. Faculty of Industrial Technology, Faculty of Marine Technology, Faculty of Electrical Technology, Faculty of Civil, Environmental, and Geoengineering, Faculty of Business and Management Technology, Faculty of Architecture, Design and Planning, Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Faculty of Mathematics, Computing and Data Science, Faculty of Natural Science, Faculty of Vocational Studies. Study program at ITS consists of vocational program, bachelor program, master program, and doctoral program. ITS also has more than 130 full-time international students and 400 international student mobility short program, K&B program, student exchange, and another programs.
I work with many projects and many assignments, so it's helped me to improve my personal skill and also for communication skill.
There are many things that we have to fulfill, and ITS has been helping me to improve this kind of things. Beside my hard skill, I also have been able to develop my soft skill, which is important for nowadays leadership.
Also with ITS, I had a lot of opportunities to join different events for free, like the Rujak Connect Festival, which was the cooking event, something. Yeah, this is like kind of opportunities that you don't have every day, and it's funny to take part for once. Or yeah, it's nice.
ITS inventing many technological innovations that have been acknowledged in various international competitions. These are several national and international achievements by ITS. ITS Central Library is in a 6-story building, with total building area 9,000 meters square. This library, more than 121,000 printed textbooks, more than 10,000 e-books, 10,000 audio-visual data, and 18,000 digital library collections. Besides providing students with the books, the library also provides students with comfort study area, like discussion area, hotspot cafe, computer rent, multi-purposes room, and Indonesia Development Information Services, which connect to the World Bank database. Research and innovation at ITS are geared towards addressing global challenges. Therefore, creative inventions are increasingly being produced by ITS researchers.
If people are talking about logistics and supply chain in Indonesia, we publish papers, we are doing research on transportation modeling, we are doing research on warehouse modeling, and we also do a lot of networking with industries, with companies, and our research has been used in many companies in Indonesia.
We know that Indonesia is the second biggest biodiversity in the world after Brazil, but I think if we combine with our sea area, Indonesia will be the biggest biodiversity in the world. And we do believe that if we perform science of nature and how to utilize it, it is very big opportunity for the treatment of some disease, not only for Indonesian people but also for the world.
Considering the fact that Indonesia has unique climate characteristics, and also Indonesia is also very well known as the laboratory of disaster, therefore a lot of issues, a lot of problems have to be solved. But this is a challenge for us. We cannot work alone. We need to work interdisciplinary, which involve experts, local or internationally. Therefore, we invite all of you to work here with us in ITS. We expect that our contribution and our work will bring ITS as the Center for Excellence in Disaster in Indonesia.
ITS has more than 180 laboratories spread over 10 faculties. The laboratory is used to support faculty and students' research and provides the opportunity to collaborate on big projects and create impactful research programs.
As the institution, I think ITS has contributed a lot in terms of giving ideas and spirit, and at the same time self-confidence to our country about how capable we are.
ITS, within the next 5 years, it would be a research and innovative university. It means that ITS will be playing a big role in the region, especially in Asia. For the next long term, in 2045, ITS would be an entrepreneurial university. Means that it having a big role playing in the global world.
So, come and join us
Come and join us.
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 Come and join with us. ITS.
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 University of Heroes.
from Biology TS, Nova Maulidina Asuri MSI from Biology TS, and Muhammad Hasbullah MD from Praktisi Animasi Design, and greetings to all the participants. Welcome to the 5th IBOC Poster Competition 2020, Eco Farming, Eco Tourism, and Green Management for Sustainability of Natural Resources. My name is Natania Dina, and I'm going to be your host for today's special occasion. I would like to read today's agenda. The first are opening ceremony, and there will be readings from our head department. Then the second, we're going to have rules reading. Then we are going to have a presentation from our participants and the Q&A from the jurors to our participants. Then we will have a short break. Last but not least, after a short break, we will going to have an announcement for the winner of this event and taking the documentation of it. Then the last will be the closing ceremony. Let's begin this event with the greetings from our beloved head of the department, Budewi Hidayati. Please, time and place are yours.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning. I would like to say congratulations for all participants for the poster exhibition. As a finalist today, you are selected as a part of the student that have concern with the environment. As a head of department and also the representative of IBOC committee, I would like to say thank you for you because you have contributed in this poster exhibition. As we know, Indonesia now have been facing with the problem of environment, and we need the new generation that have ideas, that have many innovation in the future for a solution of environment that getting worse today. I hope it not just to be a poster. I hope it can be real in the next future. And you are, as a young generation, you will help the estafette of the responsibility for the good and health environment in the future. Today, as I will opening this poster exhibition, and during this presentation, I hope we just not present your poster. I hope hopefully you initiate each other to have collaboration since now. This event hopefully is not just to be the meeting for competition. I also hope to be initiate collaboration and research and other activity of student for the good future in our university or our nation. Now, officially, I would like to open this poster exhibition of the 5th IBOC with opening Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and I officially open this exhibition. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Ibu Dr. Dewi Hidayati for the greetings. All of the participants have to follow all these terms. The terms are: participants must submit the original poster essence to the committee. Then the participants are given 5 to 10 minutes of presentation time, and the rest are the questions and answers. Participants may only enter members into the Zoom according to the name listed, a maximum of 5 persons. The jury's decisions are final, and the last are all presentations are in English. Okay, now moving right along, the participants who is going to represent the poster first by the title of Effect of Microplastic in the Fish Digestive System and its Potential to Human Health Risk. The group of that title, please represent your poster.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Dina. Okay, first of all, good morning, honorable jurors and participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
So, introduce myself. My name is Aisha from the Biology Department of 10 November Institute of Technology, and I am with my fellow group members today. They are Anuri, Batari, Salsabila, and our head of team, Nadifa. And right now we are going to present our poster under the title, The Effects of Microplastic in the Fish Digestive System and Its Potential to Human Health Risk. The introduction part will be presented by Salsabila.
Okay, the contamination of microplastic in marine environments is nowadays recognized as a global threat of great concern. Several regulations and investigations have been implemented to this problem. We use the term microplastic to define plastic particles which are less than 5 mm in size, while nanoplastic particles are defined as plastic particles between 1 until 100 nanometer in size. Based on research conducted by Barboza et al. In 2019, it is confirmed that there is a neurotoxic influence of microplastic exposure in fish by measuring acetylcholinesterase activity. Moreover, microplastic can increase cellular oxidative stress by affecting antioxidant defense response and leading to lipid peroxidation of cellular membranes. Furthermore, microplastic in the stomach of commercial fishes presents a potential risk to humans as humans eat fish for their food. Therefore, we need to do a deep study on various effects of microplastics in fish digestive systems and its potential to human health risk through the consumption of fish as food.
Okay, so the objective from our poster is to investigate the various impact of microplastic in fish digestive system.
Sorry, could you zoom in the part that you are presenting?
Okay.
Yeah. A bit more, maybe. Yeah. Yeah,
now
that's better. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So and then to estimate the potential of human exposure to microplastic through fish consumption.
Okay, before I explain about the effect of microplastic ingestion on fish biomarkers, for the result and discussion, I would like to explain more about the microplastic itself. The majority of plastic produced is not composed only entirely of plastic polymers, but contain numerous additives such as plasticizers, colorants, stabilizers, and lubricants. If a microplastic particles is swallowed by fish, it is swallowed together with the toxicant. Other than that, microplastic itself comes in various types, shapes, and sizes. The effect that is caused by microplastic ingestion can be classified into two types. The first one is based on the material associated chemicals, which is affecting the the physiological function of the fish by causing neurotoxicity through lipid oxidative damage. And the second one is based on the type of microplastic. Most microplastic that are found on fishes is the hard type microplastic with irregular shape and sharp edges. Therefore, it is quite fatal since it is able to penetrate fish intestinal lining and cause mechanical injuries and ulceration. All the negative effect can cause a decrease on fish individual fitness with a potential negative effect at population level, since it is more prone to be infected by pathogenic and non-pathogenic agents. And for the second result and discussion will be presented by my friend Nadifa.
Okay, thank you very much. So the second part of the result is about estimated potential of human exposure to microplastic. As we can see together here, the ingestion of microplastics by humans via consumption of fish depends on a combination of factors such as age and lifestyle options, geographic location, and may have high levels in individuals of countries where fish consumption is high, as in several European countries, including Portugal. The estimation is conducted by Barbosa and his research group, and the first approach is taken based on the European Food Safety Authority regarding fish consumption, and the second one is based on the data from the European Market Observatory for Fisheries and Aquaculture Products and National Marine Fisheries Service regarding human consumption of fish per capita in Portugal. However, in addition to fish, human intake of microplastics can be obtained during food preparation and other meal consumption as well. In the study, microplastics were found within human stools for the first time, indicating that humans indeed ingest and eliminate these particles. Properties of microplastic likely affecting retention in the human body are the chemistry and the charge and other chemicals of the ingested microplastics. After ingestion, absorption of microplastic may be occurred. It has been assumed that only microplastics smaller than 150 nanometers can be absorbed by the human body. So by saying so, if we are assuming that only the dorsal muscle is consumed, then 46% of the microplastics recovered from this tissue could have been absorbed by human consumers.
Okay, from all of my team explanation, I can conclude that the identification of some mackerels and bass species more plastic were found in the gastrointestinal tract than in fish. From this, 32% of sample fish had microplastic in dorsal muscles and resulted in neurotoxicity and oxidative damage. Moreover, hard-type microplastic with irregular shape and sharp edges can penetrate fish intestinal lining and cause injuries and ulceration. However, further research and study are necessary to assess the presence of microplastics in edible tissues of fish, as estimated 842 microplastic items per year are potentially intaken by adults from fish consumption. Okay, I think that's all from my teams, and I'll say thank you for all the presentation.
Okay, thank you for the presentation for the first participant. Now it's the time for the Q&A. So all juries, time and place are yours.
Maybe I will be the one who first ask. So I have a question about your interesting topics for this poster. So you said in the poster that the microplastic will be absorbed either by both by the fish and human if it's consumed, right? And do you have any yes?
Clear.
Sorry?
Your voice
unclear?
is clear. Yes.
Can you hear my voice clear now? Clear?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear your voice clearly, sir.
Can you hear my voice now?
Yes,
Okay,
it's
I think it's
better.
better.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I increase the volume. So, that both fish and human will absorb the microplastic it consumed, right? And do you have any explanation how the microplastic, how the mechanism of the absorption of microplastic? If it's from fish, if it's in fish, it will be absorbed from digestive tract, goes to the dorsal muscle, as it is mentioned in the poster. Do you have any explanation about how the mechanism of the absorption? Thank you.
Okay, sir, maybe I will give an easy explanation about how the microplastic can absorb to the part of the fish itself first. So, the first thing is the microplastic got absorbed in geolipid peroxidation. So, the fish have the respiration system in their gel, and the gel will with the transpiration, the microplastic will make the lipid peroxidation in their membrane, and then the the process in peroxidation itself, it can damage the membrane, and it could make another damage like toxicity. uh, it can damage the neuron itself in fish system, and if the fish contain the microplastic, it will get consumed by us.
Thank you. So does it mean that the fish absorbs the microplastic both from the respiration system and the digestive tract by causing the damage in the epithelial layer, and then goes to the transportation system, going to the blood vein or
Yes,
arteries and then spread in the body? Okay.
it's
Thank
clearly
you.
like that. Thank
Maybe
you,
the other
sir.
jury has another question.
Okay. Maybe the second jury will be me. Okay. Can I ask you for the presenter? Who is the target of your poster? Who do you want to uh, treat your poster? Is it student uh, or what? Everything? Can you explain who is the target?
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, for the question. I will try to answer. So, our target of making this poster is actually all people around the world, since we know that every people in this world eat fish as their healthy meal, and everyone nowadays, yeah, knows that microplastic in marine environments is a global threat that we need to concern about. So in general, we would like to address this poster to everyone in this world, but particularly we start from our surrounding. It means the students, biologists, or the academic lecturer and other students. Other presenter may be added. Thank you. That's all from me.
Maybe I want give some idea to why it's important for everyone to see this, because our poster contain that we know that a protein, a fish is a big source for protein, like um, mother and kids around the world must eat fish to get amino acid and kind of like that. So the fish is the fish be a good resource to get health and people health. So it's very important to us to share knowledge about this concept to the people. So people will get more knowledge about the bad of microplastic and what must they do to decrease this microplastic itself in the
Okay.
world.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mbak Nadifa. And actually, that's my second question. Why do you make this poster? When Mbak Aisyah has already answered. Thank you very much. And maybe just a suggestion for the next poster. Maybe this is not for only academic community, but also for general community, because not all of the people have a high education. Okay, and this is the last my question. What do you think? How to reduce microplastic effect for especially for the fish? Okay, maybe one of you can explain it. What do you think? Maybe you have some suggestion how to reduce the effect of this microplastic.
Maybe my fellow friends.
Okay, let me answer the question, ma'am. I think because I read the journal and those fish are some mackerel and bass, and that is the some fish are packaged in some tube, and I would say, and I recommend that it's better that everyone or someone who would eat the fish, it's prefer the fresh fish from the sea for or from the fresh water, because it's uh the fish, I guess, is more dangerous because it massive massive take from the ocean.
Okay, thank you. Maybe another, I think it's enough. Maybe for the last jury, especially from design, Mr. Nasrul, please. Thank you.
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning, everyone. Is my voice... Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir, I can hear your voice clearly.
Okay, thank you. Maybe I want us main point, or yeah, maybe I just want to ask some generally for poster point and design, of course, and yeah, about the content. You know, I'm from design, so I didn't really know about your content, but back to poster design. First time I saw your poster, yeah, I like because it's purely illustrated. You know, basically I'm from animation and illustration, so I look for, I see for the illustration is really interested because from the first sight, some people will see the design of your poster. So yeah, this poster, your poster, is really interesting for me about the illustration. And I want to ask something else. I want to ask something about your poster, basically for poster basic, about the color, why you take or why you use this color, such pink or blue, or it's just pastel color, right? Anyone, just tell me about your maybe why you choose this color or something else maybe.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the question. I would like to answer your question. So basically our poster is about microplastic in the fish digestive system. The fish itself is on the water, so therefore we use the base color, which is blue. And then for the pink pastel color, if I'm not mistaken, pink is the complementary color from the blue. And me and Andrew, who are in charge for the poster, we look for the color palette at Color Hunter.
Okay, why we choose pink and blue? Because the blue is the base color for ocean, and the pink is for the highlight. If it I choose green or some yellow color, it will be more not interested, I guess. So I will choose some plastic color and some highlight color to more make our poster attractive, like that, sir.
That's it.
Yes, that's all for my
So you are the designer of this poster, An Luri.
Yes, it's me and Betari.
Oh, okay.
I have one last question, if it's okay.
Okay, maybe it's enough for this, I think. I just look for the design about the grid area. They have good grid area, and the color maybe enough to this topic. And yeah, I like this poster. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Is it enough, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the question. Is there going to be another questions?
May I ask one last question? Just
yeah,
small.
sure.
When you made this poster, were you supervised by any lecturer or anyone, or assisted by anyone?
Um, no, actually, sir. So we made this poster by yeah, by ourselves and not being assisted by anyone.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Just
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Can I ask one question again?
Okay, Bu.
It's,
It's okay.
it's the last questions.
This is for your poster. The title is very, very interesting. My question is, this is your real research of a review from some paper. And
This is,
how many paper do you read it if you review?
Yes, thank you for your question, Budina. Yes, this topic is from 5 journal that we have been read together, and we resume it to and we apa and we take the main topic to this poster.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the questions and the answer. Now we are going to have the second participants. The second participant is the title of ongoing speciations process between geographically isolated host races of the photophagus ladybird beetle Honocephalacna dk. Please represent your poster.
thank you. Now I will start to share my screen. Can anybody see my poster?
Yes.
Okay. So, hello, good morning. It's really nice to meet and share with all of you today. So, thanks for having me here, and also thank you to the IBOC committee and the judge panel. So, my name is Arif Maulana from Department of Biology, IPB University. So, what I'm displaying here is basically a poster of my undergraduate thesis under the supervision of Tri Atmawidi and Sikauno from Indonesian Institute of Sciences. So the topic of my work is about evolutionary biology. It's really interesting, but it's a basic science. At least for me, it's interesting. So what we wanted to know is actually we wanted to study about the ongoing speciation process. So speciation is the formation of a new species in a group of animals that I think it's very close to us. These little, small, and brightly colored ladybird beetle, Honocephalacna dicki, I think many people find it very not really interesting animal, but I must say that this is a fascinating animal. Why? Because they become a very perfect source for studying speciation biology, especially in tropics, for a couple of reasons in which I will show you in the next 5 minutes. So the Phytophagous ladybird beetle, Honocephalacna dicki, or H. dicki, it is a phytophagous beetle. It means the plant-feeding beetle that consists of 4 populations. So there are 4 populations that morphologically and ecologically diversified. I mean, there are 4 populations that use very specific host plant. And one of those populations is Dicliptera race. The Dicliptera race depends on Dicliptera sp. And what's really interesting from this beetle is because these guys here only distributed in very restricted area in the southern part of Bandung, especially in Mount Patuka. You may well know it as Kawah Putih. So judging from the images, you can easily recognize there is some significant differences between Dicliptera race and Micrania race. And the molecular analysis also show that Dicliptera race was evolutionary older. It means the divergence time is approximately around 10,000 to 20,000 years ago,
compared to the Micania race that recently diverged at around 150 years ago. Yes, it's very recent. And because of that, the question is now is, we wanted to know, are these guys here reproductively isolated from one another? And if that yes, what kind of factors that limit the probability for them to meet and mate with one another? And to answer these questions, we designed an experimental work combined with field work. Basically, we wanted to know the distributional pattern of the Dicliptera race. Of course, we collect the beetle and we reared them to obtain virgin stocks to be used in subsequent experimental process. And also, we checked the host preference of the wild type beetles. So the beetle collected from the wild, we checked the host preference, and the virgin stocks obtained were used in experiment, non-choice mating, egg hatchability test, and larva performance test. So these are the findings that we found. So if you see at the middle panel here, you can readily see that the host plant, the plant that were used by the beetle, Micania and Dicliptera, will basically overlap with each other. But the beetles was not, because the beetle, the Micania beetle and Dicliptera beetle, was separated at approximately 5 kilometers from one another. And if you see at the right panel here, the host preference of the Dicliptera race were limited. They just choose a Dicliptera as well as Micania. They only chose Micania. So under this condition, we call it as allopathic condition. We may think and predict that there is no possibility of Micania beetle and Dicliptera beetle to meet and mate with one another. So let us think what will happen if we create a scenario in which both beetles can meet and mate with one another. And that's just exactly what we are trying to do here. So in this panel, you can see clearly that the male, the Dicliptera male, only prefer and more attracted to the females from their own types, as well as Micania race is shown here. And this pattern will more stronger if you see the proportion of male mating success, in which mating were more likely to succeed in conspecific pairs compared to the heterospecific pairs. And the sexual isolation shown by both beetles here, if you see the pattern, is unequal and considered as asymmetric. We don't really know what kind of factors that contribute to this pattern, but I think it might be related to the physiological or maybe morphological and behavioral traits. And the next thing that we wanted to know is the eggs produced by this mating, are they different from these 4 types of mating combination? And the answer is no. So if you see at this panel here, the number of eggs produced from by females from the same types, regardless their male partner, there is no significant differences. But if you see how many larvae have successfully hatched from these eggs, you see a significant differences, especially between these 2 type mating combinations. So this is the hybrid larvae produced. So you can see this is a very interesting pattern, because the number of larvae successfully hatched from the mating of DM, so the female is Dicliptera, is lower. But if you see here, the number of eggs from female of Micania is really, really high. So once again, there is an asymmetry here. It might be related because of physiological mismatch in the female genitalial tract. And the last thing we do is we wanted to know the larva produced from these mating combinations, the survival of the larva. So if you see this panel here, basically the parental types, so Dicliptera, the parental types can only survive in Dicliptera. It's a very obvious pattern, I think, as well as Micania. But if you see the hybrids, both type of hybrids can use both host plants. because they just representative of the intermediate genotypes, of course. So it's not really surprising if they can use both host plant. But if you see the next panel here, this is the survival of the next instar. So this is the second instar. You can see significant differences because the fitness of the hybrid larva is reduced significantly if you compare to the parental types. So this is because they are not very well adapted to both host plant because they can use both. They just not very well adapted to the Dicliptera. They are not very well adapted to Micania, and they just fall between each. So they have reduced fitness. And the last thing I wanted to say is really interesting because one type of hybrids, once again, DM. So DM is really problematic here. I really hate them. And if you see here in MD, they just fine. They have reduced fitness, but they are just fine. So I think it might be because of genetic incompatibility.
Time's up.
Sorry?
You have 1 minute left.
Thank you. So last thing I wanted to say is the joint action. So even though the reproductive isolation is incomplete, but the joint action of these barriers is probably strong enough to prevent gene exchange under secondary contact scenario. So these are some references for those of you who are interested to know more. I wanted to say thanks also to Kei Matsubayashi, Naoki Fukuyama, and my friends who contribute in the success of my research. So if you have any questions and want to know more detail, you can contact me through this email. I think that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for your attention. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for the presentation. And now for the Q&A. For all the juries, it's time and place is yours.
Maybe I will ask first. Before asking, I will just give comments for your poster. It's a very nice poster, very well illustrated and well represented for every data.
Thank you.
So maybe I just missed some of your explanation because there is a very interesting data if you compare between the number of eggs per batch and the number of the larvae per batch. If you compare the DM and MD, the number are quite different. Do you have any explanation for that?
Okay, thank you for your questions. So yes,
yeah, maybe can you also explain which one is the male and female for the DM and MD, because I mixed up. Thank you.
Okay, so the DM is for Dicliptera female and Micania male, and MD for Micania female and Dicliptera male. So yes, it's true that there is a really interesting pattern shown here. As I already told, we don't really understand, but I think it might be related to the physiological mismatch of the female genitalia tract. What I mean by this is in the process of fertilization, the sperm was transferred from the male genitalia to the female genitalia. And under this condition, sperm have a probability to being killed by females. So it is, we don't really know. So I'm not really sure, but it might be, can be explained by conspecific sperm presence. So female have a preference towards a specific sperm. In this case, so the Dicliptera female might have a strict preference for sperm from their own types from Dicliptera male. So when they are made by Micania male, they just don't accept it, and that's why the number of hatch larvae were significantly lower compared to the MD types.
Thank you. Maybe the next question for me is enough.
Okay, thank you, Pak Arif. Pak Mas Arif Maulana, yeah. Okay. This is a result of your research, right?
Yes, correct.
It's very interesting. my question is, why do you think this your research is very important, and why your research need to be published on poster, and who is your target? Like a question before this presentation.
Okay, thank you. So yes, for me, this topic is really interesting. Maybe not for others, as I already told, because the topic of evolutionary biology, especially in Indonesia, have received a very limited attention. So the goals of this, I wanted people to being more engaged in evolution theory. It might be controversial for many people because it's controversial because people don't really know about the theory of evolution itself. And through this, I wanted people to be more engaged about the real theory of evolution because evolution shapes all of our lives. It happens every day, every time around us and within us. So whether you like it or not, the process of evolution will probably progress further, and even you conscious or not. And the next thing is the target of these posts, as I already told, of course, to engage more and more people. This is I must admit that it's not an easy topic. It's challenging. So much people don't really get the message. But I think it's clear at the beginning of this opening of this poster competition, there is a video of ITS, and it said that Indonesia as the second largest biodiversity hotspot. So what does it mean? It means that Indonesia harbors very many species. There is no doubt about it. And many researchers already discovered many species each year. But the next question that I wanted to answer is how this huge diversity in biological entity coming from, and it can be explained by the speciation process. I think that's my answer.
Okay, thank you. And then your data tell about how many larvae and for this data, maybe I missed some material method have you explained before. This is do you culture culture it by yourself or just pick from the nature?
Okay, thank you for the question. So the method is basically we collect the wild type beetle. So because the number of these beetle in nature is not really high, a very small number, maybe less than 200 individuals in nature. So in order to conduct such experiment that needs a huge number of samples, we need to rear them. So what I mean by rearing is we culture them. So we made the beetles to produce an offspring, and that offspring were used, as shown here, the virgin stocks in subsequent experiments, like non-choice mating, compatibility, and also large performance. So in my research, I used approximately maybe not less than 1,000 individuals of beetles in my research.
Okay, okay. And you cultured in laboratory or a laboratory that have you already make the condition same with the natural habitat?
Of course, yeah, we rear them in laboratory conditions. So if you have ever visited Kawahuti, it's quite colder environment. So we try to maintain the condition as exactly as the condition in their natural habitat at around 20 degrees Celsius with 70% of humidity.
So you did it in your laboratory in campus?
Yeah, in our campus.
Okay. And for the last question, do you think that your research can be applied to make a solution for community? Maybe, I think this species can be what is it? Some insect predator like that. In I think how can your research can apply to solve the problem in community, especially for agriculture?
Okay, thank you. So for many people from the plant protection already knew that the ladybird beetle is approximately there are two types of ladybird beetle. The one that are predatory, that used as a biological control, and the one that is phytophagous, the plant feeding. So the plant feeding, as shown here, hence planarity is the plant feeding beetles. They basically eat plants, so they are not a predator for aphid or for biological control. But some of them are pests, like Canisopilana, pest. But this one is not pest. So the question is now, can they apply to tackle some of our agricultural problems? Maybe yes, but not for this people. For Canisopilana Figinota putata, for example, they use many plants from Solanaceae, like eggplant, also tomato, and we can use the concept of natural selection to control them. So we can control the preference of the beetle to move from the important crop like eggplant to another plant that have lower significant economic value.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. Thank you. Please, Mr. Nasrul. Okay, maybe Mr. Nasrul, I'm finished for the question. Thank you. You still mute your... Please unmute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't have unmute my microphone. Okay, now this is the second poster, right? Is my voice clear?
It's clear.
Okay. Are you alone here?
Yes, unfortunately, my two supervisors can't attend this morning.
All right. Okay, this is interesting poster. You have many information here, so many texts here to inform some your research. And I want ask many questions here again, but it is about design only. But I have some questions for you about this layout. Why your layout here is from right side? I mean, this, for example, this result and discussion, you put that on the left side. Yeah, but the general layout, so we have to read it from the right side. Yeah, maybe that's the first. You can explain it.
Okay, thank you. There is no specific reason for that person. But I must say I have a strong preference in the right side. So I already attend some preference before, and I always present my poster from the left right side to the left side. I think because there are too many posters already present their poster from left to right, so I wanted something different.
Okay. And maybe that's enough, but I just want to give you some advice. This is not stop here, I think. You are a researcher, so maybe you have some next poster to design. So you have to calculate about the background. You have, you have a good sense of design too, but you have to calculate about the background. You have so many texts and it is so tiny. So maybe, but the information, first time some people see your poster will look for the information first, but there are so many texts here. But I don't know, you have so many information too for your inform, I think. So but maybe you have to relay out about the text so people will see that warmly, because so tiny text would be hard to read. And you have some photo to inform that. That's good too. Yeah, maybe for this poster, that's enough. I just want to, this is new, I think. Usually some people will have a layout from the right side. This is from the left side, but you have some design from the right side. This is new, I think. Okay, maybe for me that's enough. There is another question from another jury, I think. Please.
Thank you for your advice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you for the time.
Thank you for the questions and the answers. Now we are going to have another participants. The next participant who is going to represent by the title of The Great Good and Risk of Genome Editing in Agriculture. The group who has the title, please represent your poster.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, thank you for the opportunity in this International Biology Conference. We are from Airlangga University. I'm Widya Puspitasari and my friend Fahmi Klasul Amaluddin, Umi Zubaidah, Anissa Nur, and Ihsan. Now we will present about our poster who have title is The Great Potential and the Great Risks of Genome Editing Application in Agriculture. The global trend shows that the human population is increasing while agricultural land is continuously decreasing. Therefore, in the future, we might face global food shortage. For the example, in Indonesia, every year around 650,000 hectares of agriculture land were permanently converted into residential, industrial, and commercial areas. Problem with food production is amplified by worsening climate conditions, where various regions are experiencing drought and rising temperatures, thus reducing the survival and productivity of various important crops. In the next 30 years, when the human population is estimated to reach 10 billion people, it will not be possible to meet the global food demand with the currently available lands. Therefore, a technological revolution in agriculture is required. One possible technology is the use of artificial biology to quickly and efficiently produce new plant varieties. In the past, synthetic biology has been successfully applied in agriculture, especially through the use of genetic engineering technology.
And then, for the last decade, the most widely used genetic engineering technology is CRISPR-Cas9, clustered regularly in speed short palindromic repeat associated protein Cas9. This technology allows the fast and efficient production of new plant varieties, especially compared to conventional plant breeding methods such as crossbreeding. Currently, plant scientists around the world are applying CRISPR-Cas9 technology to produce new plant varieties that are adaptive to environmental change and have a high tolerance against various environmental stress. New superior varieties might facilitate farming in abundant marginal lands with high temperature, low soil fertility, and scarce water availability, allowing stable production of food in regions hardest hit by climate change.
CRISPR-Cas9 are clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats, and CRISPR-associated Cas9 consists of two main components. First is a guide RNA and Cas9 protein nucleases. The guide RNA can be modified to recognize specific target sequences in an organism, guiding the Cas9 protein to cut and break the targeted DNA. Currently, the main objective of applying CRISPR-Cas9 in plant breeding is to produce new plant varieties that have high nutrient contents, high yield, tolerant of various environmental stresses, and require lesser amounts of fertilizer and water, as you see in the poster. The following are various studies involving the use of CRISPR-Cas in plants. First is chocolate. Scientists are working to enhance the cocoa plant's immune system against viruses. Viral infection significantly reduces cocoa production in West Africa. Second is grape. CRISPR-Cas, or especially CRISPR-Cas9, is used to produce resistance against powdery mildew. This fungal infection can reduce sugar content and grape quality. The third is rice productions. The researchers are using CRISPR-Cas9 to develop new varieties with 25 up to 30% higher yield without sacrificing their tolerance against various environmental stresses. And the last is coffee. CRISPR-Cas9 is used to develop new caffeine-free coffee varieties or low caffeine content varieties of coffee.
Simple, efficient, and highly specific CRISPR-Cas9 system is a promising tool for genome editing in crops. CRISPR-Cas9 can also be used to modify multiple genes simultaneously, thereby significantly accelerating the breeding efforts. CRISPR-Cas9 can also provide an alternative approach for modifying plant endogenous genes without traces of any foreign DNA, so that it can bypass traditional regulations on genetically modified organisms. CRISPR-Cas9 will enable the production varieties that have resistance to multiple pathogens, where pathogen itself accounts for more than 42% of potential yield losses and 15% decline in global food production. Also in the future, CRISPR-Cas9 can be used to produce food crops that can fix nitrogen from the environment and can be used to transfer genetic elements from legumes to crops, allowing crops to fix it their own nitrogen.
On the other side, there are concerns that frequent and unregulated use of this technology can disrupt the balance of the environment, endanger human health, and affect the global economy. For example, in many parts of Asia, the most commonly grown crop is transgenic rice and soybean. Due to their high productivity, this transgenic rice and soybean is favored by farmers and slowly replaces the wild and local rice of soybean varieties. In Indonesia, while rice species Oryza rufipogon and Oryza secretary become hard to find. There are concerns that these transgenic varieties might become too dominant both in farms and nature. Thus, in the long term, it could decrease the biological diversity of crops. Although the potential role of genome editing technology for improving the quality of human life is immense, there are still concerns about their effect. In addition to providing benefits, it also poses risks that can cause harm to the ecosystem environment, biodiversity, sustainable agriculture, human and animal health. Therefore, it is necessary to take scientific, regulatory, and legal steps to ensure the biosafety of the use of genome editing products.
And then, in conclusion, when the world population increase and decrease in adequate agricultural land, it can cause food production problems. But the CRISPR-Cas9 method can be one solution. This genome editing method can produce the fast and efficient production of new plant varieties. However, it is necessary to take scientific, regulatory, and legal steps to ensure the biosafety of the used genome editing product. In the end, our technology needs to be used with proper moderation and caution. We need to ensure that the technology was solely applied out of necessities and not solely driven by economic importance. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentations.
Okay,
Now
that is the presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the presentations. Now for the questions and answer. The jury, please. The time is yours.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I ask first? Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah.
Morning, sir.
This is new for me. You have a good poster here and fully illustrated too, like the first poster. And I like your illustration here, but I want to ask something. Maybe this is the real, I think this is the real point about your poster. I think you have a different poster from your first submit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's because
we poster.
Yeah, we get a correction from our lecturer. Yeah.
Your first poster is have a different layout from here, but I don't know. Maybe there are some advice from the next jury. And for the second poster, I think there are no much correction. I think you have revision about the crossing logo. So maybe about the color, or the layout. Who is the designer of this poster?
Actually,
Iksan.
Yeah. Actually.
Okay. What application you use for this poster?
I'm sorry, sir.
Software, Photoshop, Corel, or Illustrator?
I use Corel Draw 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just some advice. Maybe you have a good poster here, and but there are some space that there are unfilled here.
Yes, sir.
The right side of the circle diagram, the left side, there are some
space.
Size. So maybe that you can input or you can resize the diagram so there are no zero field there.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But the other, and how about the key point of your design here? Maybe about why you choose this color for your topic, the create of good and risk, and you choose blue, orange, and yellow, and etc. Why you choose this color?
First, our theme is about agriculture, and in agriculture there are so many plants that have many colors, and I just put some colors from the plants and make some composition of that color, and here it is. Here is my color, and why I choose this color because I think it's more attractive from all people. The first if they first see this poster, they will attract about this color. So it's so attractive, and I think that's why I choose this layout because I will compare the potential and the risk of this genome editing CRISPR-Cas9 in this poster. So people will directly know about the potential and risk without reading the explanation first, and it just saw the benefits and drawbacks, and they will get knowledge about that. I think that's so.
Okay, thank you. Maybe that's enough for me, but I just want to inform you about this poster. Yeah, of course, you have a good poster for the second poster submit, but we are sorry that committer will give the point for your first submit poster. So your point will be taken from the first poster submit. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for me, maybe enough for me, and please next for the jury.
So I will be the second jury to ask. The same point as Mr. Nasrullah said, that the poster that you presented here different, or is different than the submitted one. So to be fair, we will just assess the submitted poster, not this revised version. And for the presentation and the poster that you presented, the idea is very intriguing, and I would like to ask your opinion about whether in Indonesia this application of genetic modified plants can be used better than the selective breeding, considering the benefits and the drawbacks. What do you think?
I'm sorry, sir. Could you please re-ask again? Oh.
Yeah. Thank you. So, if you assess the condition in Indonesia between the selective, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yeah, I can.
So considering the benefits and the drawbacks of this technology in Indonesia, which one is better to be implemented? The selective breeding, the conventional genetic modification technology, or this current biotechnology to genetically modify plant genome?
I think both of them has their own risk, but the recent study is better in this genetic engineering in CRISPR because it's really wonderful. It's a really wonderful theory and application to enhance our agriculture. Yeah, I think it's like that. Maybe Nisa Fatima can explain about.
Yeah, I think that's true because with CRISPR-Cas, there's a target that we can choose what we want from the plant. From the plant what we want from the plant. Yeah, we can select it from the DNA with CRISPR-Cas. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your answer, but you were not really answering my question. So you have to put Indonesian condition as consideration point in this.
Maybe
in your point of view.
Maybe it's if this genetic engineering applicate in Indonesia, I think it's really risk because I think there will be any risk because we know that our people is not familiar with this genetic engineering, this new genetic engineering, CRISPR-Cas, especially for the CRISPR-Cas9, and because this theory is familiar just in academic or in campus. It's just only in a campus, so maybe it's not suitable for now. But we expect that we really hope that it will be will be applied in the future. It's like that. Yeah, because
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and the application is not many in this recent day. It's like that.
Thank you very much. That's enough for me. Maybe for the next question from Miss Nova Maulidina.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Arif.
I'm sorry, the question and answer part, it's going to be 2 minutes left. So, okay.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, and my question is from this poster, this is your target is academic community, right?
Yep.
Not general. Okay, thank you. Yes, maybe for the academic community, this is good. And the jury before said about the rules of this competition, right? And although we make score from the first poster, but your newest poster, this is very good poster. You also can use it for the publication maybe in your campus or maybe in another campus. It's very good poster, I think. My question is it's correlate with the Pak Arif question. We know that we don't know the future. We will reach the future when we can apply this method for the future, because we have to pay attention what the condition of our community now, right? Maybe one of you have a house, your home in the small city, or your father or your neighbor have have a farm, because today condition in Indonesia, especially the agriculture is not developed enough.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. and as my father is a farmer also, and my father really difficult to find the fertilizer. It's difficult to make a conventional agriculture. And how about the very biotechnological agriculture? We don't know when the future like that. And my question is maybe a little bit to the out of the box. What do you think about the policy of our government about agriculture in our country?
Maybe the policy, especially for the government, will so excited. It's my reason for this, but I don't know. It will be done or not, it will be executed or not, I don't know. But I think the first impress of our government will be excited because it's new, and then yield a great benefit for our agriculture. We can modify all the genes, and we all the genes that it's really beneficial for our agriculture. We can produce best really best rice or crops, and then like best cocoa, and then grape, and etc. But I don't know it will be applicated or not, because yeah, we all know that our country and our economics and is really fluctuative like that. So but we believe that in the future, but I don't know when, but it will be applicated soon. It's like that. So it's maybe it will be our homework as a student, as a university student, to how to modify this beautiful, this wonderful genetic engineering to be applicative in the society like that. It's be our yeah.
And all of you is a student, right? And which will do you choose? If you have to make some policy, which one do you choose? General community or the private companies will have more benefit?
Maybe the first that we will choose is the first is biotechnology practitioner. It's semi-general communities, because if we give elaboration in the general society, like farmers, like traditional farmers, it will be really hard. So we will choose. We will prefer choose to give elaboration in biotechnology practitioner, then gardener, like that. And if this and if our demo is succeed, then we will continue again in society like that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Although in academical, we can only just based on academical, but also it's belong to government also. So if we want to apply our research to the community, maybe it will be want to give the benefit for all the community. Maybe will be very hard if there are no role of the government for the policy. All right.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome, and thank you very much also.
Thank you for the third participants for represent the poster and the question and answer from the juries. For the rest of the participants are not allowed to change the posters. You are going to represent the poster that you are have been submit to the original essence to the committee. The next participant who is going to represent the title of Alien Fish Species Invasion Ranugati. The group who has the title, please represent your poster.
Can anybody see my poster? Sorry?
Yes, but not clear.
But not clear? Sorry, because I think it's the resolution. Can I start now?
I guess so. We have the file of your poster, so you can also start.
Okay, let me start. Good morning, the honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to present our posters about the alien species that invade Ranugati, Pasuruan, which has been conducted for 3 months. Before we proceed the presentation, we would like to introduce 5 from 12 persons in our team members. First, we have Referee Baltawakal here, and the second, we have Puput Anggi here, and the third, we have Ori Kurnia here, and the fourth, we have Sania, and the last one, we have me, which is Ina Fajarwati. For the introduction, alien species or introduced species refer to plants, animals, pathogens, and any other organism that are non-native to an ecosystem. In aquatic ecosystem, there are also some alien species, especially fishes, that have been conducted for stabilized fisheries, aquaculture purposes, angling or sport, as a natural predator to control unwanted organisms, or even introduced by accident from leaking of fish pond or carried away by the flood. Meanwhile, we also found that freshwater fishes are the most introduced species in water ecosystem and absolute taxa amongst other species that introduced around the world. There are several impacts caused by introduced alien species or IAS, which may cause some economic, environmental harm and or even adversely affect human health. Focus on environmental impact. IAS may cause food competition, predation, parasitism, hybridization, and also alteration of habitat quality or an ecosystem function. From the data, there were 20% native freshwater fish species have already in serious phase population rate due to IAS introduction. We did the research in Ranugati, Pasuruan City in East Java. This lake become area that use aquaculture purposes, fish farming with floated net cage. As you can see here, this is the floated net cage, and become important economic sector for the locals. They raise some fast-growing fish, which usually non-native species from the lake. And the fact is there are many fish which owned by the locals that the ponds were accidentally released or escaped from the cage. And this case become our research concern to find out which fishes that potentially become invasive species in Ranugati. For the method, data collection was carried 3 times during July till September 2020 from 6 sample stations. Sampling was conducted in the morning and evening, and fish specimens were collected by combination of field gill net, fish trap, and hand line fishing. And also, this research conducted at a reference, some reference. Sorry, I can. Okay, for the result, we identify at least 6 species introduced and potentially invasive fish species from the area. And as you can see here, Nile tilapia and Mozambique tilapia were found in near shore area. Sorry, here, near shore area. And the jaguar child and lohan was found in around the floating net cage. But we rarely found the striped catfish and North American catfish near the shore or the lake. Sorry. Actually, lohan fish and jaguar child were commodity fish farming, but it stopped because of the decline of the demand and the price. And the last one is the conclusion. The conclusion that we want to persuade people to be aware to release their invasive species, but how we can help. Don't ever release any alien species to the environment, and make sure to remove the alien species when you got caught one alive, and be responsible pet hobbyists. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. If there is any question, I welcome.
Okay, now for the question and answer, please, juries, it's time for you.
Okay, as usual, I will be the first one to ask. The idea is also good. The poster presentation is also well represented. But I want to ask about the quantitative data. Did you also have the quantitative data about how bad is the invasion, like the ratio between the native species and the invasive species? Do you have the data or not really collecting that data for the research? Thank you.
So yes, I want to answer the question. Actually, we have also the data, but not much. Because
can you explain? Yeah, can you explain how bad or how is the ratio?
Sorry.
Can you hear my voice? Yeah. Can you explain how bad is the invasion? Just in the description. You can describe it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for your question. Well, it's not that bad because, the invasion only from not inside the flooded cage, but it's in outside the flooded cage net. It's not that bad because they are still do fish farming there.
Okay, yeah, maybe it will be much better if you also include the graphic of your quantitative data in the poster next time. Thank you. Let's go to the next question.
Thank you for your access.
Okay, thank you, Pak Arif. Okay, my question is your poster is very good enough, I think, but that's some suggestion from Pak Arif. That's right. It maybe need some more information about the data. And my question, it's very very simple question. Why do you choose this theme, a topic for the poster, and who is your target for?
Okay, thank you for the question. Why I choose this as my research? Because when I when I do fishing in the Ranu Granti, I found a lot of lohan there, which can be the predator. And I wanted to know like how bad the influence of lohan itself. And then what's the last question? Sorry. Can you repeat again?
Who is your target to or do you want to show your poster? Is this for the general community or just for academic community?
So it's basically for general, but since the hobbyist fish, sometimes they release fish, alien fish. I think that's from them. It's actually from general. From general. Is it answer your question or not?
Okay. I got it. Okay. Just for my suggestion. For your topic is very interesting, and I think your topic is should be published for general community, because maybe some of the community didn't know about this issue, right? Uh, Maybe for the next poster, you can make a better poster so general community can reach out your idea so they can apply to the dailies. And then the next question, what do you think about this alien species, alien fish species? How maybe do you have some any idea how to reduce the effect of the alien fish species so it's not make a more effect for the community for the aquaculture? Maybe do you have an idea how to reduce the effect of the alien species?
Well, actually, it only can be done if we remove the alien species.
Remove
because
it?
Yeah, I mean, by if you catch them alive, then you just take it away.
Okay.
And
Maybe
what's the
another.
first question? Sorry.
Yeah, that's your answer is answered my question. Maybe another team of your group have any idea maybe beside just catch the fish, because we don't know how many individual of the fish in that area, right? and
Okay.
and we have to catch all of the alien species. Maybe maybe you or other your team have an idea or suggestion. If is this just a role of individual for have a solution for these issues?
Okay, let me ask my friends. Okay, maybe Puput Anggi, Refer Iqbal, Mbak Sania, and Ori can answer the question or want to answer the question.
Okay, it's okay if there's no answer. Maybe the last question. Although this is the alien species, but is this any good content from this fish? Maybe it's good have a high protein or something.
Well, actually, we didn't do any observation of like the proteins or or etc. But we know that, Lohan, it's like very high price nowadays, I guess. But the demand is low. Thank you. I think that's all.
That's enough my question. Please, Mr. Nasrul. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arif and Ms. Nova. I didn't have any question for this poster, but maybe I will give some advice for your poster. Oh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day. This is, you are a single factor here, or any is there another person from your group?
I'm with Driver Iqbal, and I think Puput Anggi, Ori, and Sania already left this room. Yeah.
It's okay. But your poster, would you share it again?
Sure.
Yeah.
But the resolution is low, I think. Yes.
Okay. Your poster is good enough, and for scientific poster, maybe this is good and really informative. And maybe if you this is my advice for your next poster. Maybe if you want to use this layout again, you can use justified for your text. So you have some grid in the center of your poster. You have a good sense of design because you use right or left side of your poster. You have left or right side of your poster, but maybe for the next, you can put your title on the right or left, but your body text still justified. That's the basic design of layout. So you have more specific, or you have grid of your design. And about the others, maybe, yeah, you have good information here. So maybe enough for me. Just that. The last about the logo of your institution. Maybe you can put your institution, the center of institution. Okay, don't forget about that. Okay, thank you for me. Thank you.
Thank you for your advice.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the four participants for presenting the poster and the answer and the question and answer from the juries. Now we are going to have the last participants who is going to represent the title of in the brink of extinction the facultas. For the participant who has the title, please represent your posters.
Okay, excuse me when I share my poster here. Is the poster already visible?
It is.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the time today. My name is Nadim, and I'm here with my team, with Promise, Angelia, and Della. We're from the Department of Biology, Institute of Technology, 10 November. So, For your information first, this poster is not our personal research, but instead this is from a summaries of journals and references to build informative campaign to help the citizen conservation. So why we choose this Fakita? Because in here, especially in Indonesia, Fakita is not a common term. Like the youngsters, everyone just still don't know what Fakita is. Fakita is really unique because it is the smallest porpoise endemic to the Northern Gulf of California, Mexico, and now it is only 10 left in the wild. As we can see here, this is the map of the natural habitat of the vaquitas. And this is the results from the journal from Jaramillo et al. It shown that in 2018, the only vaquitas left in the wild is 19, and approximated in 2020 is only 10 left. But what caused it? Why is it only 10 in the wild right now? So this is the main cause, and the main cause will be explained by my team. Angelia, please. Angelia? Hello, is my voice clear?
Yeah, yes.
Yes,
Okay,
clear.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the change. I wanted to tell about my main cause. Historically, vaquita population has declined because of unsustainable package in gillnets, and it is listed as critically endangered by the IUCN. Since about 2010, an illegal gillnet fishery for an endangered fish, the totoaba, has researched throughout the vaquitas range. Please continue, Della Prameswari.
Okay, the cetacean we lost in 21st century. We have already lost a cetacean species to extinction in 21st century with similar causes such as vaquitas, human activity. For example is Beiji. Beiji is a freshwater dolphin that can only be found in the Yangtze River, China. Beiji dolphin has the scientific name Lipotus facilifor. In 2006, a group of scientists made an exploration of the Yangtze River. They are looking for the whereabouts of the Beiji dolphin. They intend to bring in the remaining species to be bred in captivity. According to Dr. Sam Turvey of the Zoological Society of London, Beiji dolphins have excellent sonar abilities. However, his vision decreased because the Yangtze River waters were very cloudy and filled with sediment. In the 1980, research into the Beiji dolphins in China showed a decline in population. At that time, there were about 4,000 herds. This number continued to decline until in 1999, there were only 13 left. Sadly, these dolphins were declared invisible in the wild in the early 2000s. This is because human activities are increasingly occurring in the water of the Yangtze River. This river is one of the busiest places for water transportation in the world. Beachy dolphins were injured and sick from colliding with boats of ships. Then there is the population from land and water transportation that pollute and poison their habitat. Plus, they were also caught by fishermen. This massive catch made the Beachy dolphins unable to survive. Organizers declared the Beachy functionally extinct, which would make it the first aquatic mammal species to go extinct since the extinction of the Japanese sea lions and the Caribbean monsoons in the 1950s. Its extinction will also be the first extinction of a cetacean species. Okay, next will be the by my colleague Promise.
Okay, I will explain the results and discussion. As we know, vaquita is a smallest dolphin in the world that comes from Mexico. Even though we are not citizens of Mexico, we still have to care about the vaquita. We, as a work community, start in the midst of the city, especially youngsters, to see about vaquita. Youngsters can easily access the internet to help save vaquita by filling out the online petitions. So let's help the beautiful vaquita species from extinctions because vaquita belongs to the world. I think it's enough for my team.
Yes, so to conclude that this natural habitat of vaquita is really big in biodiversity and it is also really big in threat. And now the Mexican Navy, Mexican law enforcers are really struggling to help this vaquita from poachers, especially because the popular demand in black market, in Chinese black market. So that is our presentation. Thank you for the time. So I will give the time back to the moderator, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Now for the question and answer, the jury, please, place and time is yours.
Thank you. I would like to ask a question which is maybe not really directly related to your post, so just out of curiosity. If you compare with this vaquita, the Pasut Mahakam, which one is more endangered?
Okay, I will answer the question. If we compare vaquitas and Pasut Mahakam, why we don't make the poster of Pasut? Because Pasut is already known in Indonesia, and the conservation is already big in here in Indonesia. And if we ask common people about Pasut, they will know. But if we ask common people, you know what vaquita is? Really, what is vaquita? But actually, apparently in the wild, this vaquita is only 10 or 11 left in the wild. Like the entire species in the whole world is only 11. But Pesut or Mahakam dolphin is maybe it's still bigger from 11 because this is real under threat. And the poachers has the vaquita poachers, the totoaba poachers that also make the vaquitas endangered. Also, they have like weaponized equipment, and and the enforcers are really struggling hard if compared to Pesut Mahakam. Thank you.
Thank you. So to sum it up, the Pasut Mahakam is less endangered than vaquita, right? Okay, just out of curiosity, not really comparing why you make the poster for vaquitas but not for Pasut Mahakam. It's not related to that. Thank you. For me, it's enough.
For the next question from me, please, can you show the title? Show the title of this poster. Okay, thank you. The title is very bold right here, but you have to pay attention how to write. This is the vaquitas. Maybe for the next poster you can enter the word the right here to the down. I think that's more better. That's my suggestion. And maybe for the extension, this you can reduce your number of the word and then I mean reduce the size of the word. And my next question is vacuita. You said that this vacuitas is uh, the people in China, right? The people in China usually sell the vacuita in the black market. What the organ of this vacuita sell in that market, and what that used for?
Okay, I'll answer the question. First of all, I'm sorry if there's a misconception from our presentation. So, the high popular demand in Chinese black market is the totoaba swim bladder, and the totoaba fish swim bladder, and and the poachers use gill nets that also endangered the vaquitas, and the vaquitas is also caught unintentionally in the gill nets. So
Oh, yes, yes.
the main concern is the poaching of totoaba fish. It is believed to be healthy, or like mythical health, like Chinese medicine from the swim bladder of totoaba fish, but it's not it's not accurate scientifically. That's it from the answer.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
see. Okay. And then the vaquita, and what will they do from the vaquita if they have if that not I mean if they have caught this vaquita, you have information about it? Just just the vaquita dead and then throw away, or they 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 cook the vaquita or something?
Okay, so I'll answer again. So the vaquita is not used by the poachers. So it is left in the water again. It is left decomposed in the water, and it is there are many news that shows that the vaquitas are like stranded or like decomposed in the water, but the poachers like don't sell the fajitas directly. They just throw it away.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And can I know who is have this idea for this poster? Who have the first idea to make conclusion? Is this from Ahmad Nadim who have this idea?
Okay, I'll answer it again. So yes, this is actually my idea, and I talked it to my teammate, and they are agreed to to make the poster for the specific fajitas.
Okay, thank you. For the last question, can you tell us where is the origin geographically, the origin of this vaquita, and the origin of the habitat?
So I'll answer again. So this is the map here. This is in the country of Mexico, in the little town of San Felipe, and this is called the Sea of Cortez. The Sea of Cortez is high in biodiversity, and it is the only home of fajitas. Fajitas is actually like found in and researched it first in the 50s 1950s, and it is actually or maybe just 100 and already endangered, and now it is just it has gone worse than before, not up, but the graphic here down and down and down, and what we afraid is, as a human community, as the world community, what will happen next? Will it be like will it has the same fate as the Baiji? So if we can we want to know this whole thing till the end. What will become of the fate of this Vakita?
Okay. Thank you. And maybe for the suggestion, you have to pay attention for your writing the text here. That's very little size. Maybe next is directly to Mr. Nasrul, who is the special for the design. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nova Maulidina. Miss Sina have mentioned about the title or the size of your body text of your poster. Maybe I will not give you some questions, but maybe I just want to give you some comment of your poster here. Okay, about the title, Miss Gina have mentioned it. So you can resize your title so you don't have any blank space here. Maybe, but first time I see your poster, I like it because you have choose elegant style, right? So you have elegant poster. So there is no much picture in there, but yeah, actually you have good poster here. But by the way, what software did you use here for design? Excuse me.
Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Wow.
So we use Paint and from mobile software, IBOC Paint, and also we edit it again with like filters in phone also.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You use mobile application, but you can make a good poster here. Yeah, that's good. You use okay. And for your poster, for your next poster, maybe can you zoom out your poster? Okay. Okay, now we can see your poster here. You have, like I said, elegant poster. So there are not much picture here, but you can see very different size of your body text. I think there are more than 2 or 3 size, but you can use that. That's not problem, but you have to use it properly. Except, for example, you can use very small size for reference or some, yeah, maybe for references, you can use the very small size for references and general size for your body text and big size for the title or medium size for subtitle. So you don't have to make a randomly size for your body text. As you can see here, you have a randomly size of your text. There are small text for your information, your mainly information that maybe you have to use the general size for your information here. You can see that in the right side on the map, below the map. Yeah, that's it. You use the very small size in there, but that was the real information, right? That is the main information. So you don't have to use the small size of your text here. And back to the elegant style, that's not much problem but using blank space. But you have blank space here, but you have purely space on the right side. You can see that, right? So maybe for the next poster, you can manage your layout so there are no blank space. There are no many blank space, but you have balancing space of your poster. As you can see here, you have many blank space, but you have purely space too here on the right side, right and bottom side. But overall, your poster is good for scientific poster too. Maybe enough for me, and thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for your suggestion too, sir and ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the last participant who has represented his poster. Now, we are going to have a short break for about 15 to 20 minutes. See you in another 20 minutes to announce who is the winner of the fifth IBOC Poster Competition 2020, Eco Farming, Ecotourism, and Green Management for Sustainability of Natural Resources.
Surabaya. The provincial capital of East Java is the second largest city in Indonesia. This city has a huge number of diversities among the people, cultures, and ways of living. Surabaya has been acknowledged for its green public open spaces. It also has successfully equalized the development between build-up area and green area that makes Surabaya a livable city for all.
I see Surabaya as a great city with amazing people. Living pace here is quite slow, so you don't feel the rush of living in the city.
It's also a good place to travel around. I mean, in bus you can go in many places, or taking train on Java.
It makes me so to be in peace, so I think that is a good place for me to stay.
Surabaya is also known as the City of Heroes because of its role in Indonesian struggle for independence. Moreover, Surabaya nowadays has already become the center of businesses, commerce, industries, and education in Indonesia. One of the pioneers of education in Surabaya is the Institute of Technology Sepaluna Pemba, better known as ITS. ITS has 3 campuses in Surabaya, ITS Sukolilo as main campus, ITS Manyar its campus vocational study of civil infrastructure engineering. ITS Jokro Aminoto's campus for Master of Management Technology. Occupying a large area of 180 hectares as its main campus, ITS has 20,000 students, 1,000 academic staff, 1,000 non-academic staff, 10 faculties, and 38 departments. ITS has various fields of study, faculties, and strategic study program which are the center of excellence. Faculty of Industrial Technology, Faculty of Marine Technology, Faculty of Electrical Technology, Faculty of Civil, Environmental, and Geoengineering, Faculty of Business and Management Technology, Faculty of Architecture, Design and Planning, Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Faculty of Mathematics, Computing and Data Science, Faculty of Natural Science, Faculty of Vocational Studies. Study program at ITS consists of vocational program, bachelor program, master program, and doctoral program. ITS also has more than 130 full-time international students and 400 international student mobility short program, KNB program, student exchange, and another programs.
I work with many projects and many assignments, so it's helped me to improve my personal skill and also for communication skill.
There are many things that we have to fulfill, and ITS has been helping me to improve this kind of things. Beside my hard skill, I also have been able to develop my soft skill, which is important for nowadays leadership.
Also with ITS, I had a lot of opportunities to join different events for free, like the Rujak Connect Festival, which was the cooking event, something. Yeah, this is like kind of opportunities that you don't have every day, and it's funny to take part for once. Yeah, it's nice.
ITS inventing many technological innovations that have been acknowledged in various international competitions. These are several national and international achievements by ITS. ITS Central Library is in a 6-story building, with total building area 9,000 meters square. This library, more than 121,000 printed textbooks, more than 10,000 e-books, 10,000 audio-visual data, and 18,000 digital library collections. Besides providing students with the books, the library also provides students with comfort study area, like discussion area, hotspot cafe, computer rent, multi-purposes room, and Indonesia Development Information Services which connect to the World Bank database. Research and innovation at ITS are geared towards addressing global challenges. Therefore, creative inventions are increasingly being produced by ITS researchers.
If people are talking about logistics and supply chain in Indonesia, we publish papers, we are doing research on transportation modeling, we are doing research on warehouse modeling, and we also do a lot of networking with industries, with companies, and our research has been used in many companies in Indonesia.
We know that Indonesia is the second biggest biodiversity in the world after Brazil, but I think if we combine with our sea area, Indonesia will be the biggest biodiversity in the world. And we do believe that if we perform science of nature and how to utilize it, it is very big opportunity for the treatment of some disease, not only for Indonesian people, but also for the world.
Considering the fact that Indonesia has unique climate characteristics, and also Indonesia is also very well known as the laboratory of disaster, therefore a lot of issues, a lot of problems have to be solved. But this is a challenge for us. We cannot work alone. We need to work interdisciplinary, which involve expert, local or internationally. Therefore, we invite all of you to work here with us in ITS. We expect that our contribution and our work will bring ITS as the Center for Excellence in Disaster in Indonesia.
ITS has more than 180 laboratories spread over 10 faculties. The laboratory is used to support faculty and students' research and provides the opportunity to collaborate on big projects and create impactful research programs.
As the institution, I think ITS has contributed a lot in terms of giving ideas and spirit, and at the same time self-confidence to our country about how capable we are.
ITS, within the next 5 years, it would be a research and innovative university. It means that ITS will be playing a big role in the region, especially in Asia. For the next long term, in 2045, ITS would be an entrepreneurial university. Means that it having a big role playing in the global world.
So, come and join us.
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 Come and join with us. ITS.
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 University of Heroes.
Surabaya. The provincial capital of East Java is the second largest city in Indonesia. This city has a huge number of diversities among the people, cultures, and ways of living. Surabaya has been acknowledged for its green public open spaces. It also has successfully equalized the development between build-up area and green area that makes Surabaya a livable city for all.
I see Surabaya as a great city with amazing people.
Living pace here is quite slow, so you don't feel the rush of living in the city.
It's also a good place to travel around. I mean, in bus you can go in many places, or taking the train on Java.
It makes me so to be in peace, so I think that is a good place for me to stay.
Surabaya is also known as the City of Heroes because of its role in Indonesian struggle for independence. Moreover, Surabaya nowadays has already become the center of businesses, commerce, industries, and education in Indonesia. One of the pioneers of education in Surabaya is the Institute Technology Sepaluna Pemba, better known as ITS. ITS has 3 campuses in Surabaya. ITS Sukolilo as main campus. ITS Manyar its campus vocational study of civil infrastructure engineering. ITS Jokro Aminoto as campus for Master of Management Technology. Occupying a large area of 180 hectares as its main campus. ITS has 20,000 students, 1,000 academic staff, 1,000 non-academic staff, 10 faculties, and 38 departments. ITS has various fields of study, faculties, and strategic study program which are the center of excellence. Faculty of Industrial Technology, Faculty of Marine Technology, Faculty of Electrical Technology, Faculty of Civil, Environmental, and Geoengineering, Faculty of Business and Management Technology, Faculty of Architecture, Design and Planning, Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Faculty of Mathematics, Computing and Data Science, Faculty of Natural Science, Faculty of Vocational Studies. Study program at ITS consists of vocational program, bachelor program, master program, and doctoral program. ITS also has more than 130 full-time international students and 400 international student mobility short program, K&B program, student exchange, and other programs.
I work with many projects and many assignments, so it helped me to improve my personal skill and also for communication skill.
There are many things that we have to fulfill, and ITS has been helping me to improve this kind of things. Beside my hard skill, I also have been able to develop my soft skill, which is important for nowadays leadership.
Also with ITS, I had a lot of opportunities to join different events for free, like the Rujak Festival, which was the cooking event, something. Yeah, this is like kind of opportunities that you don't have every day, and it's funny to take part for once. Or yeah, it's nice.
ITS inventing many technological innovations that have been acknowledged in various international competitions. These are several national and international achievements by ITS. ITS Central Library is in a 6-story building, with total building area 9,000 meters square. This library, more than 121,000 printed textbooks, more than 10,000 e-books, 10,000 audio-visual data, and 18,000 digital library collections. Besides providing students with the books, the library also provides students with comfort study area, like discussion area, hotspot cafe, computer rent, multi-purposes room, and Indonesia Development Information Services, which connect to the World Bank database. Research and innovation at ITS are geared towards addressing global challenges. Therefore, creative inventions are increasingly being produced by ITS researchers.
If people are talking about logistics and supply chain in Indonesia, we publish papers, we are doing research on transportation modeling, we are doing research on warehouse modeling, and we also do a lot of networking with industries, with companies, and our research has been used in many companies in Indonesia.
We know that Indonesia is the second biggest biodiversity in the world after Brazil, but I think if we combine with our sea area, Indonesia will be the biggest biodiversity in the world. And we do believe that if we perform science of nature and how to utilize it, it is very big opportunity for the treatment of some disease, not only for Indonesian people but also for the world.
Considering the fact that Indonesia has unique climate characteristics, and also Indonesia is also very well known as the laboratory of disaster, therefore a lot of issues, a lot of problems have to be solved. But this is a challenge for us. We cannot work alone. We need to work interdisciplinary, which involve expert, local or internationally. Therefore, we invite all of you to work here with us in ITS. We expect that our contribution and our work will bring ITS as the Center for Excellence in Disaster in Indonesia.
ITS has more than 180 laboratories spread over 10 faculties. The laboratory is used to support faculty and students' research and provides the opportunity to collaborate on big projects and create impactful research programs.
institution, I think ITS has contributed a lot in terms of giving ideas and spirit, and at the same time self-confidence to our country about how capable we are.
ITS, within the next 5 years, it would be a research and innovative university. It means that ITS will be playing a big role in the region, especially in Asia. For the next long term, in 2045, ITS would be an entrepreneurial university. Means that it having a big role playing in the global world.
So, come and join us.
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 Come and join with us. ITS.
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 ITS. University of Heroes.
Okay, welcome back. Before we jump into the announcement of who is the winner of this IBOC poster, the juries will have a word. Please, the juries. To the jury.
Excuse me, for the juries, maybe there are another 1 minute speech for the juries, from the juries maybe, about this poster competition.
So I will be the first one to give the speech. So it's not really a speech, but just I want to say thank you for all of the participants who participate in this event, and the poster and the presentation were very good, although you need to improve, of course, but yeah, they are very good. We really appreciate your efforts to make this presentation and also the poster, and good luck for the announcement. Thank you.
Okay, from me.
Okay, the next jury is from Ibu Nova Maulidina Asuri, MSI, please.
Thank you, Mbak Dinar. Firstly, thank you very much for your participation, for all participants, for your all poster design, for all your idea, and then what your opinion to address to the other people, to inform. That's very, very, very good and very appreciate. I think if you don't mind, what will you got now, whether if you on the first place and the second place or the last, it's I think this is not too big value, but the very, very need to pay attention is what your courage to spread your idea. It's very good, and hopefully your idea can be applied to the community generally and to solve the problem in community in our country. Thank you very much. And thank you for the committee for asking me to the jury today. Thank you very much.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Next is I'm the third jury here. And I just want to thank you for your contribution for this online seminar. And yeah, actually, but your poster is very, very good. In maybe this is not competition, but actually there are good design and very, very good design too. And don't worry about your design, because you can increase your skill, or yeah, maybe design is easy to use actually. And of course, you can use your attractive or your imagination to make more interactive design for your scientific or your research. And of course, thank you and thanks to make me join this webinar seminar. and see you next time maybe. And that's for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sorry, Mbak Dinar, may I just little words? And I'm sorry if I have some words that not feel good for you, all of you. Okay, thank you, and sorry if I have some mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you for the speech. Now, we are going to announce the winner. The third place we have, please the screen share. Okay, the third place we have Anruri Anggreni and friends with the title of Effect of Microplastic in the Fish Digestive System and its Potential to Human Health Risk. Okay, congratulations to Aan and friends. Now, moving on to the runner-up, we are having Refer Iqbal Tawakal and friends with the title of Alien Fish Species Invasion Ranugrati. Congratulations for the winner. For the winner, we are going to have Arif Maulana with the title of Ongoing Speciation Process between Geographically Isolated Host Races of the Photophagus ladybird petal Henocephalana decay. Congratulations for the winners. Okay, now we are going to have speech from our coordinator. It has been my pleasure to host this event to Bu Iska Desmawati SSE MSE. Please, the time is yours.
Excuse me, did you see me in here already? Yes. Good afternoon, everyone in here. Thank you so much to submit your poster, and we are the committee and from the biology of department really appreciate all of your effort to submit your poster to join the competition together. So which is maybe the maybe for the announcement that from now I already share the winner and the prizes also. So maybe you already see the prize for this seminar, and I hope all of you will be happy with that prize. But prize, I think, is not the end of your research and your creativity with the poster or anything. But I think this prize can be motivated you more to doing better in the future. We all want not only in biology, but in Indonesia, our biodiversity is not already. Maybe other people say we are like in the research, we are like we will have a few research about this, we have a few research about this. But I believe from the young generation today, we will have more and more good research with all of you. We can see this from this morning because from 5 presentation, we know that all of you have dealing with research You know about the method, you know about what kind of difference between paper review, research paper, and any other related. So on behalf of biology department, thank you so much to attending and to submit your poster. Congratulations to all of you for the winners, because in here the 5 best poster we will give you the prize for all of you. Maybe the committee will share it after this again. Okay, thank you so much. And also I'm not forget to thanks to the head of department biology ITS, Ibu Dr. Dewi Hidayati, to always give us the meaning from this competition, to attend the open ceremony, and always give us encourage to know more. And then to our beloved jury today, Dr. Renat Arif Lukman, and then Ibu Nova Maulidina, and then Bapak Muhammad Nasrullah, who already attend our competition and have we have a lot of submitting poster. Although there are very limited time, but we have many posters to be submitted, and we are really, wow, the poster is really good between one to another, and we need to choose the best, not only the best with the design, maybe with the research also, or maybe with the background behind that. Thank you so much for us. Thank you. And maybe we can meet again in another competition, because the competition for the research and biology related will be not end for this too, because we will have another competition in the future. So please come again to our competition, and thank you so much. On behalf of committee, we do apologize to maybe maybe when we have a discussion on any other, we have some mistake for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mbak Dinar, and all the committee here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Buiska, for the speech. Now we are going to have the speech from our winner. From the 3rd place, please. You can speak now.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity, dear committee, and all the other participants and the honorable juries. I am representing my team. My name is Nadifa, and I am from biology department, batch 2018. And I would like to say thank you very much for this great opportunity to be the 3rd winner of IBOC poster competition. I'm really grateful for this, and I hope, as Bu Dewi said, that I hope this will not be only a poster. More than that, I hope we can elaborate it into the real research and bring more benefit to our society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nadifa and friends, and congratulations for achieving the 3rd place in this event. Now, the runner-up, please.
Okay, I would like to thank you to all of you, because I didn't believe that my poster will be the 2nd place, because you guys' poster are really amazing. And I hope that my poster will encourage people to be aware with the alien species. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Indah and friends, and congratulations for your achievement. And now the winner, please, speech.
Actually, I have nothing to say, but just thank you very much for the participants and the judging committee for giving me the 1st place. I think all of the posters that presented here is really amazing. I must say, it has a beautiful design, and the research is also good. But the most important things I wanted to say is, I hope that there are more people, there are more students interested in this field, because evolutionary biology is really a large field, complex but interesting. And I hope that we can maybe if some of you interested to know more or wanted to collaborate in future work, I will be really appreciate that. I think that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you and congratulations for achieving the winner of this event. And now we are going to have the documentation. So please put your camera on. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Okay. It has been my pleasure to host this event. We look forward to see you at next year event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat.
Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
See you next competition.
Thank you very much.